Understanding who I am has really helped me become the mother who I am right now, because I understand how I'm going to react to this. I understand my emotions. I understand my mental health, where I am. Yes. Don't get distracted. Focus on what it is you want to do. Yeah, you figure out your niche and focus on that consumer. But yeah, okay, Mr. Legend. I met Mr. Gatabaki in 2015 on Snapchat.
Well, today we have Lornzie Gatabaki in the office today, and I think I want to just congratulate her for being a young mom. I call her a young mom and the first time mom, so I'm so happy to meet her today. It's actually a dream for us as Parents Magazine to host her, and very soon we have so many projects to work with her. Now, please allow me to let our guest introduce herself. Hi, Lornzie.
Hi. How are you? I'm great. Thanks for having me, Grace.
Thank you for honoring our invitation.
Okay.
I know you've had a good time with Neema, so
yes.
It's a very short interview.
Okay.
This is just to get to know Lornzie better.
Okay.
From my version of better.
Okay.
All right. So I'll start from. I know you asked the question of who's Lornzie Gatabaki.
Yeah.
But I know we based it on motherhood. Please tell us who's Lornzie from her family setup.
Okay.
Where did you grow up? What kind of a family? Did you have siblings? I've heard you talk so proudly of your sister. I even envy your sister now. And your mom. But
yeah.
And your dad here and there. But please give us a picture, draw for us a background picture of who is Lornzie. Then where was she born?
Okay, Lornzie Gatabaki started off as Lornzie or Lorna Wanjiro Moshemi. I'm a third born, if I may say. I have an older brother, and then we are triplets. So I don't know where to put myself. I guess I am still a second born, since we were born together literally minutes apart. But I would say I'm a third born because after my brother is my sister, then me, then the last boy. Yeah, so the triplets were 2 girls, 1 boy.
Wait a minute, that's a fun fact that we didn't know about.
Yeah.
I personally didn't know you're triplets. So that
we're triplets.
When you say how many in your family? There's an elder brother.
Yeah, I have an elder brother, then we were born. And then my mom said, close chapter. So we have 4 siblings. I have 3 siblings, yes.
And your sister, the one that you has inspired you through the motherhood journey, she's in between, she's part of the triplets, right?
She is part of the triplets.
2 girls, 1 boy.
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 boy. And she also has a family of her own. She also got married very young, much younger than me, like almost 8 years young. She got married at, I think, 26. So just seeing her journey with her family has really inspired my own as well. And then I also have a big brother who has his own family. He also has 3 children. My sister also has 3 kids. And then our last brother just recently got married. I'm sure he will be starting his family soon. He is in Nairobi. He's a pilot, and he's great. He's called John.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So these are things that I feel like we didn't know, especially for me. I love pilots, so I hear that.
Yeah, so I did grow up in Nairobi my entire life. I also went to school in Nairobi. I was in Thika Road Christian School for the longer time, and then I went to boarding school class 7 and 8, and then after that I did the secondary school. And then after that, I went to university, USIU.
Interesting. What did you study?
I studied international relations.
Amazing.
Yeah. Although looking back, I think if I had more career guidance, I think I would have either done business or business and psychology, or psychology and business later. I don't know if I would have 100% gone into international relations, though I enjoyed the course, but yeah.
Did you at any point maybe get to practice it now that I know that you're not doing a 9 to 5? Have you ever done a 9 to 5 to start with?
I know. I only got to practice it. I interned for the Korean embassy, the business sector. But then after that, tamaking, I got a marketing job. And after that, I became a marketing babe, became an agency babe. So I never really got to practice. I'm more of a marketer. I would say I'm a marketer by profession, actually. So that is why a transition to content creation was so easy for me, and that is why I think even coming up with ideas and briefs, it's because of my marketing background. I'm used to pitching projects and getting jobs and winning pitches.
Yeah. Interesting. So what kind of a child were you growing up? Were you troublesome? Because I feel like the Lornzie we know came up from a very kind of, I would say, well-up family.
Yeah.
What kind of a child were you? Especially in high school, but I'm so curious because I had to say, Mommy, I'm sorry. I was like this. So what kind of a child were you growing up now since being young till here?
Well, growing up with 2 brothers and 1 sister, and then triplets. Of course, just attention, trying, like you've been raised with other people. So I think I was very stubborn. Yeah, I think I get that maybe from my dad, because I try and see who's the most stubborn one. I have been told, well, you're stubborn like your father. I have been told that. So I guess it's from him. So I've been a very stubborn, but I'm very headstrong. So you can't really tell me what to do or what to, so I think I can understand why my mother struggled. But so I was just in high school I was a tomboy, or rather I've kind of always been a tomboy, to be honest. I've always been that chick who riding the bikes, standing on the bikes, bro. I've been a tomboy, and then also in high school I was bigger, so my clothes were baggier. I just didn't want people looking at me, Then now when I entered university, it's where I was like, okay, so I'm a girl. The boys like me. Okay, so that's why I started like, okay, let's start the journey into womanhood, or being a lady. And then now I think after university is where I was like, I started to realize I have style. I actually really like clothes. I look good in clothes. And then that's where my journey with fashion started. Yeah.
All right. Before I even go to my next question, that I just want to ask something that came up from there. Now, you're born in a family of 4,
yeah,
right? 4 siblings now. And that has that maybe made you think that you want Legend to have more siblings, or do you want a bigger family or a smaller family because of the attention part of it again?
I would okay, if you ask me this question before I became a mother, I wanted a big family. It all boiled down to the money. If I'm rich, I want like 6 kids if I could. But then now that I've had a baby, and I'm like, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. My plan is, of course, to add a sibling for him, and the pressure is still there. My mom every day is asking for Mr. Legend wants a sibling, wants a brother, but I definitely want siblings for him. I would like to have one right after. Maybe next year we can start trying. I don't know. Husband, would you like, I don't know, would you like to discuss this? Would you like another baby? But yeah, probably have one, and then I want a baby later.
Okay.
I don't know how possible that will be with my age and stuff, but I do want this first and second born to be. And then now when I'm like 42,
you want another
43, I want like my last born, the one who'll be home with me when every time when these guys are giving me stress. At least I have my baby.
Again, now from our society, there's misconceptions about our man, and it's kind of, we have a certain age limit that we've been given by the society, but by the same way that you have to do this, you have to do that. And I know you're breaking that from your journey without even really knowing it, for people like us that feel like, oh no, I don't want to get my kids at this point just to please the society. So did you encounter that? You get maybe people telling you, you're going to have street trouble having your firstborn, you're going to have, I don't know, they just scares with you might not even be able to get a kid. So how was that for you? Did you encounter that? If so, how did you get through it, and what would you love the society to learn about? Let me just add it as one question.
Well, I've definitely gone through that. I remember even there's a time on my social media page, I did an Ask Me Anything, and someone asked me, don't you think you're too old to have a baby? I was like, what? Anyway. I did not respond, but that really caught me off guard. I'm like how I'm only 35. You understand? I'm only 35. Like, I feel like I have the privilege of, number one, I fully know who I am before having this child. I never I can't say that I was someone who had no idea of the kind of person I am or the kind of person. So just understanding who I am has really helped me become the mother who I am right now, because I understand how I'm going to react to this. I understand my emotions. I understand my mental health, where I am. Yes. And then, I think it was more stressful for my mom, because she was like, when am I gonna, am I still gonna be alive to see your grandkids? But I think even why it wasn't a challenge for me is I have been working out, and throughout my 20s, physically, I was taking care of my body, and then just making sure you're not, your body is just ready. So even when I got pregnant, I was still in the gym until eight months, So I have made sure that I'm moving. My body is moving. I prepared my body for this child. Alcohol-wise, I wasn't getting drunk, every single day. Just making sure that biologically I'm healthy for this child. And then also, we are in 2020. That was 2022 then. It's medicine, modern medicine has made it possible for, like, the mortality rates for babies is so much less. Even you as a mother, I mean, having a baby in a sense is very dangerous, for anyone. Doesn't matter if you're 35 or, and then there's this term that they use, geriatric, geriatric pregnancy. I'm a geriatric, over 35, but I would say it's a total myth. It's a total myth. If you're taking care of yourself, I know even my gynecologist was like, your eggs by 27 as equal, but if you're fully healthy, you're not having issues with your fibroids, or your area is generally healthy, I don't believe you should have any complications. So for me, I always just felt like it was a non-issue. I always had said I would have a baby over 30. I just didn't know at what point, but I think it's one of the best decisions I ever made, because even financially, you're more stable. You have a more clear direction of where you want to be. You have that 5-year plan. You have money now. You can account for, your kids' school fees. I think. To be honest, more people should have kids at this age.
This 35.
Yeah, this 35. You've probably settled down with a partner. You either married, or even if you're not married, you have a life partner, someone who you have been seeing for a while. Not that it ends up like that for everyone. People have different situations, but more likely than not, 25 and 35. At 35, you probably have been seeing that person for for a while.
Okay, I think it's something that we also need to educate more of our society, because women get a lot of that, like some kind of complications, and that's the end of it. You can tell us, do your eggs, your what? So I'm just afraid. I'm like, I'm 20 something, but I'm planning, God, do I have the first kid just because I don't want to be, not to be a mother for the rest of my life. So because I don't know what they're telling me ahead, I'm just preparing myself. So I think more women, and especially Lornzie, you need to speak up about it more, because this is something that we don't, like, for you it was a plan. It was a decision. It was not because of lack of I decided to have my kid then because I want to be financially stable, I want to be this. So I'm applauding you for that.
Thank you. I will talk more about that. To be honest, I didn't even think, that it's that big of a deal, other than that one person. But I think even just people seeing how I'm raising my kid, they feel more confident in the decisions that they put to have a baby when they're older.
35 is just young. They keep telling us
it's so young.
You're going to be your child like was to do high school.
I think if you're taking care of your health, eating healthy, and you have your good medicine, I think you should be okay.
Talking about eating healthy and taking care of yourself, please give us a Lornzie routine of the day, like especially being a nanny-free mom. How's your even before baby? What are some of your routines or rituals that you do? I have to eat like this. I have to do this for myself. To be this beautiful. To be this healthy.
Well, I definitely for someone my size, I have to kind of go on a calorie deficit, which is I cannot eat over 2,000 calories in a day. So over the 7-8 years I've been working out, I have learned to measure and calculate my food, which is something I used to do before. But then now, after motherhood, breastfeeding, you're always hungry. I have really slacked on the watching my portions, but although I am doing better now. And then, like I was even saying earlier, that third trimester, your mental, you're really just going through it. You're stuck in the house breastfeeding. I remember on Over 25 we were saying how you can be in the shower, you're leaking from literally all the parts of your body, your breasts, you're down there, like you don't even understand what's happening to your body. So yeah, that can be crazy. And what do you do when you're in the house and there's nothing else to do and you're just watching TV waiting for the baby to wake up? You eat. So in fact, that's one thing I need to let a lot of new moms, they gain a lot of weight at that point, because there's no one, first of all, telling you stop eating. You're upset at the whole world because you're basically not sleeping. So that's why you just give them grace, because yeah, it's a very difficult time. So then also now trying to go back to your original body. A lot of people do get back, but it's quite difficult, especially now. That's the one, I think, downside, I would say. When you're older, it's much difficult. It's much more harder to go back to your original weight. You have to work so much harder to go back, to snap back. But if you're having a baby at 25, your body goes back very fast, So yeah, enough, I would say.
Now, I want to learn more about your love life. So
wow.
Yeah, we need to dive deeper into that. How did you meet? I personally will call him Baba Legend.
Hey, Baba Legend.
Tell us more. Tell us about your partner. How did you guys meet?
Oh my gosh.
How long have you dated and married?
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Baba Yaya. Okay, Mr. Legend. I met Mr. Gatabaki in 2015 on Snapchat.
On Snapchat.
On Snapchat.
On
Snapchat. Yeah, that was at that time. Snapchat was really like it was like it was one of the social media pages, and then we just used to chat on Snapchat. But then at the time, he was in a different relationship. I was in a long distance relationship at that time, and yeah, we were just honestly purely friends. And then but like, how when you're talking to someone, you're like, wow, if only, but too bad, too bad, too bad, and maybe in another life. But we were just, always checking on each other, and then what happened after? At some point, I was not in a relationship, and then he had just broken up from his, and then we reconnected, and then we started going on dates, and then one Christmas. Is it my birthday, 2017? We went on a trip together with my other friends, and then we got really close. And then after that, the rest is history. We dated from 2018 March, and then got married 2022 October 1st. Yeah. No, 2021. 2021. Yeah, 2021 October 1st. Then a year later, I had a baby.
You done amazing. Beautiful pictures. You could just see the pictures. We're not invited. How did he propose?
How did he propose? I totally knew he was going to propose. First of all, it was not a surprise for me. Like, yeah, he can't hide anything from me. I'm just that meticulous. I know him so well. But anyway, so we took a trip to Finch Hattons, which is a very nice place, and then. The only thing I didn't know is which day in particular he would have proposed. But it didn't happen the first day. It happened, I think, the second day. But yeah, he proposed. We went. Finch Hattons has a stargazing place up there, so he had arranged like a separate dinner from everyone else. So I went up the stairs, blindfolded, and then my blindfold was taken off. There was a cute setup with. Will you marry me? And then, so he just pulled me in, got down on one knee and proposed, and the rest is history. Yeah.
And how was your, from your own experience, your wedding and so far life with Mr. Gatabaki, so far is it going?
I loved my wedding, mainly because I planned each and every single thing myself. So I knew what to expect, and I had a great time at my wedding. I think even the people who stayed for the after party said it was like the best after party ever. And we had a crazy time. It was a really good time. We really celebrated our union, and then after that, I think, we. If you watch an episode of Over 25 where I just gotten married, I was like, someone asked me, how's marriage? I was like, marriage is so easy. I'm like, God, but I was clearly in the honeymoon phase of things. But quickly, I think now being new parents really jolted us into the craziness of parenthood. But I feel grateful that it happened when it did. I think that having that challenge earlier in our relationship has really cemented our union in that way, because I mean it was a challenging time, I won't even lie, being a new mother, and then he's also a new dad, and then crazy. I'm just trying to make it to the next day, bro. But yeah, I think the challenges that brought has really cemented I think our relationship now. And I think even if we're not completely out, like we're not 1,000, it will never go back to, like, because now there's a third human in our lives. But I think even just we have learned to communicate better. We are better friends, I think I would. It made me realize that I still do. I never had a hubby who ati niko kwa club, ako kwa club sele niko na mtoto, sijui is coming home late, and I thank him so much for that, because I imagine that there are women going through that. True. And he's been honestly one of the, like, he's a blessing. He's a blessing, to be honest. We never had such issues for. Muko happy.
You did this journey with
I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're doing it together. It also really helped that we were friends first.
Mr. Gatabaki, you've had it for yourself. I think she shouldn't do this journey with just anyone else. And she's glad to do that. It's nice to hear. Now, for him being we've said about extending grace to new moms. But we kind of overlook extending grace to new dads. Sometimes they go through it and they're like going to their friends like, hi, my wife is going crazy. So what would you say, or okay, for your experience, one, did you extend grace at some point? I feel like, Aki, this man is also going through something. Amma, now that you know it, what would you love to tell him? Especially him.
No.
Dad.
I'm sure I didn't make it easy. I didn't make it easy for him, to be honest. I know it was already a challenge, and I didn't make it easy. But like I've said, I'm sorry, I was not myself. And I thank him for just forgiving me, and also like not taking it to heart. And even those things that he took to heart, we discussed, and we're good now. So I'm just happy he's my friend. We over and above just being husband and wife. We are truly friends, and we can actually sit down and discuss such issues. So I'm grateful for that. He never recoiled, or I hear even their husband who are like, I don't want to be here anymore. He never abandoned us. He never went out, I don't know where. He was always home, even in the turmoil, even in the chaos. He was still always home, and we made it. Like we really made it. And I think this really helped us. I really think even in the next baby and our future, I think it made us stronger. And it's only because of him, actually, and also because of me, but also because of him for accommodating everything and extending that grace to me. So thank you, Dad.
Amazing. Now, what have we not known about Lornzie? Let me go to the business side, kidogo.
Okay.
First of all, I know you have this fashion house.
Yes.
We call it that. That for plus size. What you dressed in today, is it part of your? Yes,
this is part of one of my original samples. So I think right now we have new stuff, but we are still going. We're still going.
You custom make them yourself?
Yes.
You just retailing?
No. I custom make them. I do have tailors. We make them from scratch. Yeah.
All right. So maybe looking at the camera, you can tell people where to support your business.
My business is called Pure Baxter. Right now, we are stocking with Shop Z2, but then I am moving back to my website very soon. So watch out for that. The challenges of being nanny free. I had to figure it out like really quick. I needed help with that. So the best part, how Shop Z2 has helped me is I just literally put the clothes there. They warehouse and they ship. So I have my own shop literally on Shop Z2. So it's really helped me because I didn't have to be doing everything. But then now that Mr. Legend is a big guy, I now I want to take full reins on that, and I think it will be good for the business. So watch out for this space, man. Yeah.
I say what you're dressed in is very good.
Thank you.
Simple and beautiful. So
Thanks.
Definitely looking out for those outfits. Now talk to us about Lornzie, the entrepreneur. Because definitely entrepreneurship is not an easy journey.
It's not easy. PB is actually my second business. No, like ever. I had one that failed a long time ago. As a marketer, there's a time I was like, I'm done being an employee. I went and opened my own consultancy. I did have like a few clients. Actually, in this Nairobi, I can walk around and tell you, I built that billboard. I know on Westlands Road, there's a casino there. We made that entire like I still go around and I'm like, I did that. But then after that, I still went back to employment. But right now, I'm not going back because this is actually something I'm so passionate about. I am currently also taking classes, fashion classes, because I want to really do this. I want to really do this. I think it's what I want to do. Content creation is not even what I want to do. That's just on the side. It's a hobby, really. But like I want to make clothes and I want to make plus size women feel beautiful. And we are currently the only plus size store in Kenya. And shop with us. So
definitely.
We'll
shop with Phoebe. So to terrify everybody there, because I feel like your outfits give or they ooze confidence, just like you are as a person. You're passionate about it. So it's just not an outfit. I'm just not an outfit. It's somebody who thought about it and is giving you confidence. Learning how to address my body.
Exactly. I love that you've noticed that, because one of my things is like pure PB is essentially what Lorna would wear. So you're wearing me, and you would never look bad if you're wearing me.
Definitely. All right. Well, I know that there's a beautiful future for that. So what are some of the challenges you've experienced in being an entrepreneur, probably even from the first and the second business? And somebody who is starting a business, say Grace now. Starting a fashion house. Actually, these are true stories. So I'm seeking advice. And I'm trying to do a certain maybe niche. But I don't know how to go about it. I'm looking at it as an answer to I can't make the clothes myself. Market, I mean, that's just the actual production. There's so much into marketing. There's so much into selling. I don't know how to approach Shop Z2 if I was to do my own. So what are some of the challenges? And now with that, you can tell us some of the advice. To me, actually address it to Grace. She needs this.
So I think I would say the number one challenge for me, of course, has been financial. I believe if I had just more capital, which is something that I'm trying to build to raise right now. I think even when I was starting PB, I even had to, because I stole someone's tailor. I pushed a tailor. So you guys who have shops, don't have your tailor sitting at the front. Anyway, I love my tailor so much. I actually still have one, but I'm looking to add at the end of the year to add 2 more people to the team. But I think I would say if I had that capital to really start off, I think even when I was starting PB, to poach this guy, I had to ask my mom for 100 G's. Because I needed to, he had a daily with this other part. So I'm like, Mom, but it's all debts I've paid off. But if I had that capital, if someone could just inject like 5 million, I think I would be so much further than where I need to be. But you see, since I don't have that at the moment, you start where you are. Start with that one tailor, just make sure you're posting constantly on social media, which is something I need to do. I will be hiring soon for that position.
And there's another one over there.
Just start. Just never question at your own. Just start. That's what you do, Grace. You just start.
Yeah,
Start with what you have.
Yeah.
Start with that one tailor. You don't even have to start with a tailor. For me, I'm also lucky because my mom gave me a space where we are located. So there's somewhere he goes to the office and Ashwana. But you don't need to do that. Yeah. There are actually people who you can rent their tailors. If you have a design, you just go to them. They make your clothes for you. You don't have to have them employed under your business, and then sell the clothes. Yeah, so just that there's so many ways and so many platforms that are supporting entrepreneurs, so many banks. Like for me, I was always so skeptical about getting a loan, but I am looking at it this year. I might end up going in that direction because there's good debt, not all debt is bad. Yeah, you can get that small loan to help you buy an extra machine or two. Yeah. So I think I would just, number one, say just start whatever it is you want to do, because the longer you delay, the more time you're giving another person to come and start that thing, or you just never know, like your business could be the eat business, and unajinyima pesa. So just start. Right now we are just breaking even, so it's not, and especially right now in fashion, there are a lot of businesses coming up. So the other thing I would tell you, Grace, is to just make sure that you always don't get distracted. Focus on what it is you want to do. Yeah, you figure out your niche and focus on that consumer. And then you could always do better. Like for me, there's so many things I could do better, but I'm trying to also juggle the baby and stuff. But I am getting better. But I think that's the two top things I would tell you. Yeah.
Before I proceed, I just want to say two things before I forget. One, did I say she looks amazing in this outfit? I think I definitely have to say it again. You're looking so beautiful.
Thank you.
I just want to applaud you, Lornzie, as how you put your baby first. As in, you guys can see that it's every time, whether it's business, family, friends, no, my baby comes first. I think that's something that I'm taking from you so strongly.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it because
thank you.
If I ever become a mom, I think everything stands still in this world for my child.
Yeah.
Just like what you're doing, it's an amazing thing. And I think that again comes from the part where you had to find yourself for this 35 years before getting a child.
Yeah.
I mean, your story is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to even tell it in terms of, on our magazine. Guys, look out. Because I feel like I want to even know Mr. Gatabaki's story as well, on his side, being a new dad. There's so much to uncover about Loni that we don't know.
Definitely.
Now, going back to the business part.
Okay.
Before I digress more, the Over 25 channel, in as much as it came to an end, let's just talk about it. It's still a question that I want to know, because I know you guys had even outfits that you used to sell to us Over 25.
Yeah.
Was that part of your business? Do you feel like that had a whole impact? And then, of course, I believe it gave us visibility to Lornzie, who's Lornzie. I guess that's how we first knew you. From my perspective, that is.
Okay.
Yeah, so talk to us about Over 25, how it changed your life. You still have your friends. I believe they're still your friends. Shiki, Vivian.
Yeah.
You, the four of you are amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so was that part of also something that has influenced your entrepreneurial journey?
Yes. Also, I miss Over 25 so much, and I miss not even just shooting, just us for being together. It was so much fun, and I'm so happy to see the girls doing great, even post that Over 25. I think it was a great phase of my life, and it did set me up in terms of that entrepreneurial space, because from that I birthed my content creation skills. I think I am in content creation because of Over 25. I remember I wasn't even public on Instagram, guys. And then 1 year later, guys are like, guys, well, how come Lona? Yeah, but and then my followers just started growing, and it's just I'm so forever grateful for it. Just pulling that creative side of me out of me, and then just building that confidence to speak about, such, big topics, so such important topics, and just that confidence to be someone else's big sister. I owe a lot to Over 25, and I'm really grateful. And then on the fashion side, I think I would say, I really had that chance to dress up for over 25, you know, events and stuff. And it didn't make me want to go into fashion. The only sad thing is I'm so sad because, you know, it would have been a great way for me to market Pure Bucks. Because even in the last episode, I started wearing my clothes, you know, had dreams of dressing everyone there, you know, but it's okay. There's other ways. But yeah, I will forever be grateful to Over 25 for putting me out there in terms of the digital Kenyan space.
Yeah. And now speaking of our 25, we know your friends are also mothers. I
Yes.
didn't ask you to tell them something. Shiki and Shiki and Just Ivy are mothers. Right?
Yes.
Is she a mom?
No, not yet. Yeah.
So sorry for that. I think Shiki and Just Ivy. Maybe if you could say something. Or no, first of all, I don't want to assume you have a best friend. Probably, I'm assuming because of your friends. They're the friends that I know from what I can see on social media. But remember what we said in my office, not what I know.
Yeah.
So you have a close friend maybe not from Over 25 or in the group of your friends in Over 25.
Yeah.
Say something to them as mothers.
You girls are killing it. Ivy, Shiko, you have actually inspired a lot of you've inspired me in motherhood, you know, just see you handle it so gracefully, you know, just even in the limelight, especially like Shiko and Shiv, you know, having both parents on social media, and then Ivy with her secret life, you know, just not on social media. You learn a lot from both sides. And good job guys. I try to tell you, but I'm telling you now again, good job and happy Mother's Day. You are killing it. I think they each have 2 kids. I think they've stopped there. I think they're stopping there. Let's see if I'll overtake you. Probably one more. Let's see. I hope I don't get twins the second time. Oh my God.
That was my.
I will die.
That was my next question. It was like influenced from the fact that you're a triplet.
Hey,
triplets, right? And your friend has twins. But they will be having her after this probably.
Oh,
should be here for the same. So just maybe from your friendship, and then of course because of your genes.
Yeah.
I don't know whether your sister has twins or triplets.
No, she doesn't.
You might be the one having them.
I hope not. I hope not. I just know.
You don't want to have triplets?
No.
Why?
It would have worked if my first was like twins. Then I would have tried for one more. But then right now I'm just like it's crazy. Yeah, I think even if you speak to mothers, even like Ivy, who had twins at their first, you know, they don't have rosy things to tell you about. You know, for them it was crazy, you know. So I think no, I can't. You know, for me, actually, triplet, it doesn't even run in our family. I have no idea where my dad and my mom, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what happened to the cells, why they split into 3, but so it doesn't run in our family. So hopefully it will skip me. They say it skips and then goes to anyway,
so,
dear Lord, please.
Please be ready.
Knock on wood.
I feel like personally it's something that I wish for. So me personally, I would want to have triplets. So even
that's great.
Finish it at that. So I don't want that. Anyway,
but if the Lord decided to, if that's how it, you know, what can I do? It's the blessing I've been given, but I really hope not.
You'll have 3 kids, and you know, just
my mom had 4 kids with two tries. 2 pregnancies, 4 children.
I can imagine. Was it a C-section?
No, No, my pregnancy journey. Let me say, we were lucky because we got pregnant like very fast, very lucky. And then my pregnancy wasn't so crazy. What else is there to say?
They give him birth part of it.
I did have a C-section. My goal was to give birth, but Mr. Legend, his heartbeat was up and down, so we just decided to get him out safely.
Interesting. So I I think that brings me to almost the end. I have the final question. Now, you're a mom who is a content creator on the limelight, that we love to see about your content, and you definitely share about your child.
Yeah.
Not just about, but even his images, his videos. And in an era that, has its ups and downs in terms of cyber crimes.
Yeah.
First of all, so far, have you experienced any type of maybe cyberbullying or any type of cyber crime? Yeah. What is your online protection kind of feeling right now so far?
Okay. Well, luckily, no, I have not. Yeah, I have. I think from the beginning, I've been very clear about the boundaries I've set about my child. Like, don't come here and talk about my child, because I will finish you, first of all. But I think people, also my audience has been very respectful of that. No one has come and said anything funny about my child. Yeah. I haven't experienced that.
Have you experienced any type of cyber crime? Probably, especially cyberbullying, because it's so dominant with content creators. Allow me to ask you.
Yeah. No, personally as Lornzie, of course there's been those few comments, and we always say as content creators, it's always that stupid little comment with that faceless person. That comment, someone who just talks about something you're insecure about. Like, people don't even know you're insecure about it, but to you, it really pisses you off. And then, yes, I have been cyberbullied.
So what are your mitigations, or how would you say you've been able to reach such an audience that gives so much respect and we hold you in such esteem?
Yeah.
How have you been able to now mitigate this online protection thingy for yourself, for your child, for Mr. Gatabaki, as in just your family? I can expose them to whatever limits I'll let you know, not everything, and I'll make sure they're safe. How have you done that?
To be honest, okay, so for my family, I try not to put the nitty-gritties. Like, I'm not trying to talk about everything, most of the things are very face value. And then right now, after becoming a mom, my content has really it's now skewed towards motherhood, because it's what people want to see. They want to see Aya. Or my people are like, where's the baby? So my content is very in that sense. Like, I don't really post so much like in detail of what is exactly happening to my family. I think that has helped. And then also there's been that question of, why are you showing his face? In fact, I didn't show Yaya's face until he was about 4 months old, because I was still thinking about it. How do I want social media to look like with Yaya there? Will I be opening his own whatever? Do I need to do that? Then I realized no, then I will not do that. Anything Yaya will be from my page as well, because it is my page, it is not Yaya's page. And then also for us, it's still a battle. There are times I'm like, am I exposing him too much? But at the end of the day, I've decided to use social media as a tool for him to get opportunities that I never had. If he can get work from my social media, why not? Right now we're doing La Roche-Posay. He is doing Lipika. Hiyo ni pesa ya school fees. So if my child can find himself in a boardroom with big brands, that is an opportunity I've created for him that I would not otherwise have been able to if I was not doing social media. So to be honest, I do social media to open doors for him.
Interesting.
In that way.
That is very interesting.
Yes, even if we do open a channel, it will be, some parts will be Yaya led, because I want him to hone that, skill of talking, let him know how to talk on a podcast at 2 years old. Let him have his own podcast at 2 years old, So for me, it's honestly just, I am creating opportunities for him. He could get a scholarship of something he did on social media. I mean, if you look even at like Edith Kimani got a scholarship from school to go to Hillcrest. If he can be in school and then already he's very eloquent and articulate, he can talk in front of a camera.
Yeah, it's building his
Someone could be like, my school of my dreams, Cambridge, hi.
Please come and get
they could be like, I think he has skills, why can't we just give him a scholarship? So honestly, for Yaya, Nikazi, ako job. Build their confidence, let him grow. Like, if he becomes old enough and he can talk and he's like, hey mama, I'm not feeling these things, then we will stop. But for now, I just hope that it's something he wants to do. Whatever he wants to do, social media is a very powerful tool. He could be the next Kenyan boy band. His dad was a rock star. So why can't he just be that Kenyan rock boy band? I mean, it's an avenue for him to achieve his greatest dreams. So that's why I put his face out there.
So you're exposing him to opportunities rather not to, the bullies and what have you. And I will, from very early, I'm a very open and straightforward person. I talk to him like a grown-up. And I will tell him, in this life, there are bad people. And this is social media. And it's bad and it's good. And this is how it is. If someone says this, I will teach him all those things as we go. I will teach him ways to protect himself and to protect our family as we go. We're also learning though, but that is purely why Mr. Legend is on social media. If he grows up and says, I really don't want to be a creative, I don't want
to be in the limelight. I don't want to, that is fine, then we will stop. And he's already talking, and I'm pretty sure by the time he's 4 or 3, he'll be like, kids don't hide. He'll be like, bro, I don't want this camera in front of me. Then we'll be like, okay, do your thing.
At least I give you the opportunity.
And
people are doing amazing things. I mean, look at people like Abel Mutu and Mubuz and
exactly. I like those guys. I like those guys. So
much has happened. 2 gig as we all
I know. So if your kid wants to do it, you can do it safely together, I think.
Safely. So Matters Child Online Protection, as you grow him up to whatever what you've given us as a picture for his future, what are some of the protection measures that you're going to take or you've undertaken, and also to make sure that he's not exposed to things, there's so much, not just cyberbullying, there's a lot of, phishing and what, pornographic stuff. I know, grooming. Number one, I'm literally with him every second of the day, so I monitor each and every person he's talking to. To a device or anything?
No. He just knows the TV. He just knows the TV. Even his shows are very limited at the moment. One thing I said I would actively do is never show him sad or crying on social media, or upset, or show his emotions. And if we ever do that, it will be at a time where he understands, and I'll be like, are you sure you want me to share this? If he wants me to share it, I will share it. And if I want to share it, but I will never show him in that light of he's not okay. And then of course, as he gets older, I don't know, will I get him his own device? Not likely. Not very soon.
Probably.
I don't know. No, we're not in a rush. Let's see. If he's responsible, he could get it sooner. Okay. But of course. I'm still learning, to be honest. He's still very young, but things like just showing him sad on social media and upset, I'm not gonna do that. Just also naked. Nowadays, even for boys, even when he's shirtless, I'm like, bro.
In the AI world, again, it's not.
And then AI. The world is getting crazier, so we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll take care of that.
What does he watch on the TV now that you say that he's on? Always the only device or anything that you've exposed him to is it YouTube Kids?
Right now, everything we do is, of course, very educational. So we try and watch TV shows that are not very stimulating. If you Google non-stimulating TV shows for children, there are actually very many on Netflix as well. Shows like Trollywoos, where it's not Cocomelon, where it's just switch on colors everywhere. They're very gentle, very cool, like Bluey. Such shows. Right now, he is. Of course, we are hi Auntie Rachel. We love Miss Rachel. Yeah, has been watching Miss Rachel for very long, and I believe he talks so well because of Miss Rachel, because he actually learns a lot. We also watch Elmo at the moment. just this Sesame Street, things that are more educative and not as stimulating. And then we don't watch TV while he's eating, only on weekends. And then also during the day, he does not watch TV. He starts watching TV at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then we wind down, switch off the TV, winds down, then now he goes to sleep. Yeah, so we don't watch TV all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I understand there's some sort of autism that's called, it's called caused by the screen time. I don't know what it's called. I think we'll put it down here when I remember the name. Some sort of autism. So I believe you being a mom who is nanny free and always with him is protecting you from that, because when you expose a kid, they even don't get to speak as early as they is doing. So that is something that I think parents need also to hear. That it's a risk that you're putting your child into. But all you just throw them at the couch, you do all things over there.
Personally, I'm not of the school of thought that I know once you have a baby, you go to clinic, they're like, your child cannot watch TV until they're 36 months. Come on. I think if you use TV as a learning tool, if you use screen time as a learning tool, I think it has great benefits for your child.
Is that, would you say that was your one way of teaching, and how do you train him for things like everything that he's learning right now, because you're with him every day? What's your way of teaching? Would that be one of the...
Yes. When I don't have time to actually get a book and we sit down and read, I will put Miss Rachel, because she's basically a teacher. So he does learn from there. He's learning his colors, animals, actually even most of the things, to be honest, he knows because of Miss Rachel. But then I do actively sit down with him, and we do go through books. We do sing songs, and then also when you put TV for your child, you don't need to step away. Put Miss Rachel and sing the songs. Sing, like, be part of the lesson. Yeah. So I'm not saying. So that's a lot of something we do.
Yeah.
I will put on the TV. Yeah. All the songs, I will sing them. Yeah. We will clap. We will go down, we'll roll, we'll do everything. If you do the actions, he remembers more. Yeah. Okay. So be an active TV parent.
I think we've had that from our last family IT expert, Jennifer Kabere. She leads an organization called Totoni, so I think you also need to watch that. It's an amazing episode where she was telling us that parents actually need to be there with their kids. Whether it's on social media, come and be there, come and be part of it, because you'll find they're just playing games on things like Roblox. When you grow older, you're going to know about Roblox.
Yeah, I know Roblox and Minecraft.
Yeah, so like Minecraft, and they're clicking something and someone's trying to fish them and to text them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you need to be there with them, and I think that's
exactly. Open a Minecraft account.
Yeah.
Play that video game with them. Tell them to DM you, things that they find funny. If you're interacting with them, like you're able to even just see from their explore page what it is that they're actually clicking on. So there are definitely ways to go around it. Yeah.
So now that you have had him for 18 months,
yes,
what do you think is gonna be? Is it the creative side, or are you going to expose him to things like other opportunities like tech stuff, golfing?
Right now we are just going to expose him to everything. I can't tell yet. He's everything. He's everywhere. He's doing everything. Yeah.
I think then that brings us to the end of this interview.
Yay.
I just want to say thank you so much, Lornzie, for honoring our invitation, for spending this time with us. I've had a lot of fun
having
this conversation with you, and I believe so is my team.
Thanks.
And we're looking forward to more.
Yeah.
Looking forward to partnering. I think we'll be going live with Lornzie for Motherhood conversations. There's so much that we need to tap into her potential and what she's already doing with her motherhood journey. Yeah, so looking forward to a lot of partnerships going forward with Parents of Africa.
Thank you so much.
So excited. Thank you so much. Maybe you can give us a parting shot, and if there's anything you feel like we've left in this interview that you want to talk about, it's your time.
I don't have much to say other than I've had a great time. I like talking about motherhood because it's also a learning curve for me how to talk about motherhood, because and then also it's an opportunity for me to just discuss it, because sometimes you don't really talk about it with your friends, but talking to a stranger about it, you feel, wow, okay, I'm really there, and then just parents, keep doing what you're doing. It's a super brand. You see here, it's a super brand. I've grown up going to the salon reading Parents magazine, so being here, it's a dream of mine come true. So thank you for inviting me.
Thank you,
and for recognizing that I am special enough to come to Parents magazine. Asante sana.
Thank you so much. You're killing it. Now it's my time to tell you the truth. You're killing it in the I love you, and that's the reason you're on this seat today, on this couch with us. To just tell your story, and we look forward to doing it more. Thank you so much. This has been our Parents Africa Mother's Day series. We're going to wish you a happy Mother's Day. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share, and yes, the Lornzie's audience, you're very welcome here. We're going to be having more conversations with her going forward. An amazing guest. Thank you. Remember to subscribe down here. Thank you.